Alrighty, well, hello and welcome to K Squared, where I am your co-host Kyle.
And I'm Kyle. All right, so got two great questions or two great prompts. The first one is if you could have any superpower, what superpower would you choose, and of course, why?
I think this is a pretty easy one for me. Not to say that I'm a manipulative person, but if I was to have a superpower, I would absolutely pick mind control.
Okay, so
I
why mind control though?
Because is it not the most elite superpower that you could ever have? Like, you could control anybody that you wanted to. Like, even somebody else who has a superpower, you can control them and pretty much live through them. So somebody who has super strength, you can control them and be like, oh, well, go fight this person and absolutely crush somebody. So you could inadvertently have whatever superpower you want, unless obviously your superpower is deflection or inability, like you're not going to be affected by mind control.
So
So
you're kind of going from the perspective of like fighting another superhero. What if no one else had superpowers at all? Would you still pick mind
oh, I'd
control?
still pick mind control. That way, that way I could get my way no matter what
I
happens.
want my way no matter what. Okay,
Well,
gotcha.
that's you know me. That's how it works. Is
Gotcha. So
I'm gonna try to get my way.
I kind of have gone back and forth, and I think we've already had this discussion before in the past, but I still kind of lean towards like super strength. And I'm gonna definitely be that guy that like adds on stuff to it. But I feel like if you got super strength, um, that also kind of gives you super speed too. Because I feel like you can also run really fast if you're like the strongest, like unlimited power as far as like strength goes. And then
Unlimited power.
So I feel like that's a good one, but I was torn between that one and like doing teleportation because it would be great to be able to just like be somewhere. It's like, oh man, it'd be awesome to like go to the beach or whatever. But at the same time, I also really enjoy driving and I like flying. Like I like those things.
That's
So if
not to say
you,
you can't do it if you've got the power.
yeah, I feel like it kind of like defeats the purpose because I feel like if you I don't know, if you can just teleport there majority of the time, are you not just gonna teleport there?
I mean, I would.
Yeah, exactly. So like
Like as soon as I finished up work, I'd be like, all right, let's go to the beach.
yeah.
Let's go here. Let's go there. I'd be wherever I wanted to be.
Yeah. But see, like I like the act of driving, so I feel like there would just be I don't know, it's one of those things that like reading the newspaper. Like no one really reads the newspaper anymore. You like look at your phone. I mean, there's probably somebody who still reads the newspaper, but like once you get to that point of like teleportation, I feel like everything before teleportation is like irrelevant. So you kind of like lose that thrill of like, oh man, I can drive really fast in a car or get on an airplane. It's like, well, why would I even do that if I could just like not waste the time? If that
I mean,
makes
I
sense.
agree. I wouldn't waste the time. I don't like. It's not that I don't like to drive. It's that I'd prefer not if I could.
Yeah.
So I feel I would definitely abuse the power and probably instead of walking home, I would now just teleport back to the couch or whatever. So
Obesity shoots to the roof.
oh yeah, that's a truth. By the way, to everybody watching right now, I'm wearing my famous robe.
Oh
Uh,
goodness.
Very fitting, as that's how I spent the majority of PT school online was in my robe because of COVID. But
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
glad I'm back at it.
a lot of stories of and Kyle lived with several different people in physical therapy school. I'm not the only one. But they definitely got to experience him just walking around in a robe all day long.
And everybody loves the robe.
Oh
It's
yeah, of
iconic.
course. You're bringing it back. That's what
Oh
it
yeah, absolutely.
is. All right, so the next one, I'm gonna let you do this one because you came up with this one.
All right, so I've had this conversation with a few folks before, um, and I think it's a good one to have on here. So the question is, if you had to choose someone, there's three categories. If you had to choose someone that you would like to go and date, who it could be anybody, somebody famous, is where we're headed with it, is somebody famous, someone within the age range of roughly 25 to 35, and then the age range of 45 to 55, and then finally anybody 65 plus. Those are the three categories. You could date anybody famous in those three categories. Who would you date?
Okay. So I definitely limited it down to just like actresses because I mean, I don't know. I don't really like follow anybody on Instagram or anything like that. So I'm sure there's Instagram models and all that stuff. And I definitely am going 100% off of looks. And I
Very
guess their
superficial.
ability to act because obviously I don't know these people. But for my 25 to 35 age range, I went with Emilia Clarke, who is Khaleesi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
I don't know. I just think she's very pretty. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you kind of left out. You went to 25 to 35, and then you went 45. So the 35 to 45 gap, I went with Rachel McAdams because I have had a crush on her ever since I saw her in The Notebook when I was younger.
Yeah, you've
Um,
always talked about having a crush on
Yeah,
Rachel
man, I don't
McAdams.
know what it is. It's just like, and which is funny because she's like in Mean Girls too, which I don't even register her as being in that movie. I've just like, seen her in a couple of other movies too. As far as the 45 to 55 or 45 to 65, I went with I'm gonna mispronounce her name, Selma Hayek.
Oh,
Dude,
good
she
choice.
is one gorgeous, and then two, I think she is hilarious. Like I really enjoy like watching her in any movie. She has a great sense of humor,
She's
great
different.
timing
Yeah,
and stuff
different
like that.
type
At
of
least
humor.
on screen, like she could be a horrible person in real life, but I wouldn't know. But I really like the isn't it? It's the Hitman's Bodyguard is one of the most recent ones that I remember her in with like her, Ryan Reynolds, and Samuel Jackson, and like her through that movie is just funny in general. And then for the 65 plus, I went with Michelle Pfeiffer. Same thing. Like I just thought she was like gorgeous, like pretty much my entire life. And then I really liked her in um, I feel like an underrated movie that didn't get much like publicity was Stardust, like where she's one of the witches in Stardust.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Man, it's such a good movie. You should definitely go watch it. But
You know,
those are my,
I don't watch those
even
old
though we were
movies.
only supposed to do three.
Well, that's okay. One
Yeah,
extra guess won't hurt.
yeah.
So for me, the one that I'm going to choose for the 25 to 35 range, she's actually 38, but I chose Gal Gadot or Gadot,
Yeah,
the
Wonder
lady
Woman.
Wonder Woman. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then if I had to go in the 45 to 55 range, I'm topping out at the upper end of the charts with this. She's 54, but Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
You
I was,
can't go wrong. Can't
yeah,
go wrong with old Jennifer Aniston.
yeah, I was tempted on that one too, but I saw Selma Hayek and I was like, oh man, like I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of like very attractive actresses and stuff like that,
Right.
but yeah, Jennifer
But
Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston, she's been like timeless and she don't age hardly at all.
Yes, true.
That's why she's on the old the Aveeno or whatever it is. The skin
Skin
moisturizer
commercial
thing,
thing. Yeah,
lotion ads.
yeah.
So that's who I choose in that category, is Jennifer Aniston.
And I
And
know who this one's gonna be.
you know who my last one is.
Yeah.
My last one in the 65 plus range, she's actually 82 years old, and it is Martha Stewart.
Oh man, I did not
Oh,
know that one.
oh, Martha. Woo. Old girl and her little, have you seen her little thirst trap pictures that she's got up?
No, I have not.
No. There
Uh,
was one of her like in a bikini, like out at the pool. Now she may have done up the photo, I don't know, but
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, Martha, what are you doing right now?" And then
Martha's
the
got
most
it.
recent one was her in a apron with nothing on under it, and I was like, Martha, come on now. She's gonna make me act up over here.
And all right, so I honestly did not think you were gonna do that one because like we've done this in the past, and you've
Mhm.
definitely chosen Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, I do like me some Jamie Lee Curtis
So
now.
I thought that's where you were going. I didn't think you were going with Martha Stewart.
I mean, who would you pick over those two, Martha Stewart or Jamie Lee?
I don't know. I probably would still pick Martha Stewart. And the only reason why is because I'm not a fan of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
When she was younger, yeah, she was very attractive. But I don't know. I just feel like she's, for me, like I don't think our personalities would clash. Obviously, I don't know her at all, but
I was gonna say, yeah, you know so much about Jamie Lee
yeah,
Curtis's
we talk all the
personality.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. There's just some things that I've seen that I was like, I don't know if we would get along very well. But me and
Martha's
my
good
friend, I get along good.
looking. Martha's good looking and she can cook.
Yeah,
Like,
she can cook, she can decorate, she gets along with Snoop Dogg. So I mean, she's got to
I
get
mean,
along with everybody.
that could get you in trouble right there.
Doesn't she have her own like CBD something now?
Probably.
Dude,
Like,
I would not be
I mean,
surprised
if
at
you
all.
hang out with Snoop Dogg, you're just going to eventually get guilty by association.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I feel like everybody and their brother has like some sort of CBD out now.
I hope Martha Stewart sees this video. Hi, Martha.
Yeah, honestly, like I was thinking the same thing earlier. I was like, man, Rachel McAdams, if you ever get divorced, hit me up.
Who's she even married to?
I don't know, man. I saw that I didn't for the longest time. I don't think she was married. I think she like recently got married.
Hmm.
Because I think when like she was in True Detective, she wasn't married at the time. I could be completely wrong. Obviously, I don't like follow her or anything like that. I'm just like, man, that's a good looking woman kind of thing.
Don't lie, you creep up on her all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time. All right, man. Well, that is going to be it for today's episode. We're keeping it kind of short, just doing these two questions. But pretty much the reason we're creating the show is to kind of get some conversations out there. You feel free to like take these and use them with your friends. If you have any topics that you want us to kind of go over or any questions that you think would be fun for us to kind of discuss, feel free to put them in the comments. Other than that, please like and subscribe. We will see you guys next time.